Well, Detective, it seems you have solved my riddles, cracked my conundrums, and solved my riddles. I am obviously running low on steam here, Detective, and yet the final challenge begins now. I've given you all the clues, Detective. Now you have to watch this week's Cartridge Blowers, for we are playing puzzle games. Nikki is a drunken baby. Please do not feed liqueurs to the baby. Inhuman, fall flat. Matt is crunching the numbers, and it's a fun puzzle game. In Picross S3, and Cody pushes a rat in a hole. It shouldn't have snitched. In Tiny Brains. All this and drumming. It's not just for people with musical talent anymore. It's also for cats and hippies. It's Cartridge Blowers, Episode 161. Skeleton Gelatin. Well, Detective, if you can make it through this episode, then you will have made it through my final gauntlet. Then you can uncover my true identity. Wait, have I not been using the voice masker? Shit, did I not? Shit, is that a title card? Is this on YouTube? Damn it! Damn. Crap. Dang. Darn. Heck. Well, watch anyway.
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Krua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello everybody and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hey,
And
I totally wasn't distracted just now. How's it going?
it's going well. And Matt Krua.
Hi there.
And right back to me, I'm Cody Coleman. And this is the show where in the second half we play video games based around a theme. And this week, that theme is puzzle games. And who doesn't love a good puzzle game?
I love puzzles.
Yeah.
A puzzler, you
I
say?
think you guys go out of your way to make sure I don't get into puzzles.
Well, a little bit. But that's all right. We got some puzzle games coming up. Maybe they're good, maybe they're bad. Who knows? We will see. You can skip right ahead to that right now if you want to, if you're on YouTube. youtube.com/YNINpod or youtube.com/cartridgeblowers. You can just click on the timestamp in the description below. But if you're watching us live, as you can all the other Fridays over at twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers, you're just going to have to listen to us talk. But you can participate in the chat, and that's really kind of the main reward, right? So just get on in there and start talking to us, and we can talk back, and then we'll have an after show. It'll be a whole thing. We'll make
It's like a
whole
Patreon
event.
reward, but we don't have a Patreon, so it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
100 times better, right? Also, go join our Patreon and give us $500 per video, and then you will get a thank you handwritten by me, and then I'll hold it in front of the camera.
You are making some big promises here, bud.
We don't have a
Listen,
Patreon, so
I've got a pen and a piece of paper, and if you donate right now,
Yeah.
I will write thank you.
that is
She is
actually
not
true.
afraid to use it.
I am not afraid.
Can you thank me, actually? Live on the air, can you thank me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
While she gets that going, you can know. You can send
Oh,
the
I'm going to have
bits.
to write this backwards, huh?
Oh yeah, you are. You're mirrored. Anyway, so that's what you have to look forward to in the second half of the show. However, we do have some jibber jabbering to go over right now, and that's things that we happen to play in the last really month because we're a little off schedule. So Matt, what did you play?
Yeah, so I played quite a... Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
Okay,
we got to switch over. Oh. You got it. Hey, the stream sees it perfectly.
I see it backwards, so I can't read that crap.
But the stream,
this is great podcast
the
material.
stream, they see it perfectly.
Should I pretend like I see it perfectly?
You should, yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Thank you, Nikki.
It's perfect handwriting. Oh, there you go.
Aw. And she put a little acorn at the end. That's nice. So
That's what that is.
Yep.
All right, Matt, what'd you play?
So let's see. In what order should I talk about things? I guess we'll talk about because I've played kind of a lot of things over the past couple weeks.
Good.
There was a holiday sale for these on the Switch store, and I picked up a couple titles that I've been sort of delving into here and there. And I guess the two standouts would probably be the Sega Genesis Classics Collection.
Really? It's one of the standouts?
Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of Genesis games with a whole lot of visual options to them. And it's just nice having all three Streets of Rage titles available anytime I want them on the go.
Oh man, yeah. If I play Streets of Rage 2 and 3 is not already ready to go, I'm just
exactly
like, fuck this world.
Exactly. I actually kind of got it because I want to try Phantasy Star 2 and 4, which I've always heard are fantastic RPGs that were on the Genesis. I've never played them before, and so I want to give them a shot. And so I'm going to play through Phantasy Star 2 and 4 on my own time. That's not getting streamed.
Okay.
And so I'm looking forward to playing those. But yeah, it's pretty much every Genesis game you can think of other than Sonic 3 and Knuckles is conspicuous by its absence. The best Genesis Sonic game. But there's lots of good stuff. Gunstar Heroes is a really fantastic game there. Both Vector Mans, both Toe Jams and Earls. That's probably how that gets pluralized. Just a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, and then it's got this fun presentation where you're like in a 90s kid's bedroom and you put it into the console and this sort of 3D rendered thing. It's interesting.
So many skateboards, I'm sure.
At least one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I also picked up Taiko no Tatsujin.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
So Taiko no Tatsujin, aka Drum and Fun, is a rhythm game released by Namco. It's a very old series actually. Originally an arcade game that had a very large. So a taiko drum is like a Japanese instrument. It's a very large drum, and you just either beat it in the center or you clack it on the side, and those are the two sounds it makes.
Okay, beat and clack.
Right. Yeah. And so this is a rhythm game where you use, and I'm going to try and give you a visual here.
Sure.
The Joy-Cons.
Okay.
To beat or clack on the side of the drum.
Okay.
And so right?
Yeah.
So I'm playing drums in the air, and since the Joy-Cons are a lot better than say something like the Wiimote, it works pretty well.
Okay, good.
It's got a lot of cool music. A lot of like music from various games made by Namco and Nintendo. Undertale is on there.
Oh wow.
It's got music from a couple of anime but mostly just a bunch of like J-pop type stuff.
Okay.
But mostly it's just fun to pretend to drum. I also picked up Valkyria Chronicles and Valkyria Chronicles 4 on the Switch. I have not started playing those yet, though I have played most of Valkyria Chronicles 1 before. The Valkyria Chronicles series are basically what if World War I, but anime.
That sounds like a totally unique concept. What?
Right? So you play as a brigade of soldiers, at least in VC1, and you have to go through and fight various battles. The gameplay, though, is basically like a grid-based tactics type of game. So FF Tactics or something like that. Disgaea actually takes a lot of cues from Valkyria Chronicles.
I love both of those games.
Yeah, and it's a very fun game with a lot of heart and a pretty good story. I've heard that Valkyria Chronicles 4 takes what was good about 1 and basically just gives it a million quality of life improvements So I'm trying to play through 1 again before I start on 4.
Okay.
Because I'd like to finish 1. I never finished it. And my Steam save is certainly long gone. So because I haven't. But yeah, so been playing through that, or I'm starting to play that. I haven't really gotten into it too much yet. I guess other than the new Mario Maker update, which I think we've talked about Mario Maker forever, but it's a new Mario Maker update. It's really cool. It's got a sword. It's really good.
It's got a little elf boy.
It's got Elf Boy. It's got Frozen Coins. It's got Pokey. It's got Spike. It's got all your friends. They're all there for you.
Woo.
I have gone back to playing Stardew Valley.
We
I
have
got the
talked
bug.
about this.
Yeah, I got the bug. And I was looking at my Steam account and I was like, I've got 100 hours in this game on Steam. Probably got 100 hours on Switch too.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. But I was like, well, I want to get back into it. I started playing it last weekend. And I went from 100 hours to 120 in the past week. So
How's that sweet, sweet tractor mod?
I haven't bought it yet. It's really expensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like I'm making a lot. It's interesting going through the start of the game, knowing how to play it.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's more fun that first time, right, where you're sort of just like, dang, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game, and you're trying to master this and this and this and this, and you're not sure what's important. With this playthrough, like, I'm midway through summer. I've basically got all the tools are gold at this point. I have finished the mine a long time ago. Gotten most of the bundles done. I'm just kicking the game's ass. Like, it made me look up, like, are there Stardew Valley speedruns? There are, by the way. That's crazy.
That game doesn't have an end.
It's like just like get the bundles done as quickly as possible, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been playing with mods this time around. Mostly just quality of life improvement mods. Because I don't want to like cheat or anything.
Right. What's your favorite one?
My favorite one is it's a cosmetic one that lets their outfits change depending on the weather.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the weather and the season, it makes every single character in the game, their outfits change. Including like depending on the location they're in. Like if it's the summer, they'll walk to the beach in like sort of a summer outfit, and then they'll get to the beach and they'll be in swim trunks, you know, because they're hanging out at the beach and doing beach stuff.
Understandable. You know. Sure.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of the other mods that they have available are bad and or fucked up.
Yeah, there are definitely some messed up ones. There's quite a few. There
was one mod I was looking through and I wanted to see what the worst mod I could find was. That was available on Nexus mods. Not the forums have the way worse stuff, but the Nexus mods, which is like officially released, we maintain this shit. There's a mod for Stardew Valley that is like it's like the harem mod, right? And it allows you to marry every character in the game.
All of them?
All of them. And it turns them into sexy ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, first of all, that's pretty, like, I feel like not cool because homosexual relationships are already a thing in the game and it's okay.
Yeah.
But you do you, bud. But then they turn, like, the old woman into sexy young version of old woman. And the old man in the wheelchair is just female version of old man in wheelchair. Not young, but you can still marry him.
What about Linus?
Oh, sexy Linus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Linus is the homeless person who lives outside of town and lives in a trash can tent. Stardew Valley is it's very good. It's very good. Yeah, and basically I got to the point where I was like, oh yeah, there's a sexy female version of the dwarf that lives underground in the shop and you can marry them. And I was like, there's no way this goes so far. And then once they got to the fact that, oh yeah, and now the kids are aged up, and I was like, nah, nope. You
got to get to the sewer and find out what happens to the Shadow Man.
It's probably sexy Shadow Man. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No one's ready for sexy Shadow Man. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I've been playing a lot. I've been juggling a lot of stuff.
I mean, listen, Rump, who isn't here for the sexy Shadow Man? I mean, those shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I love how he's the absence of light. Oh, yeah.
So good.
Right on. Cool. Well, I'm glad to see that you're getting back into Stardew Valley. It's an addiction that will leave you penniless very soon.
It is, yes, basically.
The way the light doesn't touch the body.
Oh gosh,
All right.
That's
Well,
the stuff right there.
that sun
Mhm.
absent skin.
We call ourselves Moontanned, okay?
Hey, Beryl, welcome.
Hey, Beryl,
Carol,
how you
how's
doing?
it going?
So I've been playing. I both started and finished a game that I had started when I was very young, and I never finished it, but it has been remastered since then. And as a kid, I really loved the LucasArts adventure games, and they have remastered Day of the Tentacle, which
Okay.
I had not ever completed, but I did think it was funny when I was a kid. It still is pretty funny. The graphics are much better. The voices are the same. They're okay. I didn't realize when I was a child how much I didn't understand the game because I never played Maniac Mansion, and this is a sequel to that. So, like, do play that if you're going to play Day of the Tentacle, because it references Maniac Mansion quite a bit. And yeah, it's fun. It's fast if you have any idea what you're doing, but if you've ever played an old LucasArts adventure game, some of that shit that you have to do makes zero sense, and you're going to
yeah.
need to use Google. But yeah, it's if you know what you're doing, it takes about 5 hours. If you don't know what you're doing, as I did not in many instances, you're really looking at like somewhere between like 7 and 9 hours.
But like playing the game isn't the draw of those.
No, it's listening to all the funny shit that they say.
Yeah, and making characters do wacky things and all sorts of weird, fun choices. I was always a Monkey Island guy myself.
Monkey Island's great.
Yeah, I never finished Day of the Tentacle, but I played all 4 Monkey Island games. 5? 4?
I think there's 5 now.
And not counting the Telltale stuff. I didn't play that. But I played all the LucasArts Monkey Island games, and those are some of my favorites of all time. And like I feel like the LucasArts stuff can really do like that era of adventure games was just real solid.
Right, yeah. Yeah. I'll probably like I have Full Throttle Remastered. I have not,
Full Throttle's awesome.
I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna. And I think our friend Josh Tomar is in that game.
He is.
So
yeah.
That'll be fun. But yeah, it's cool. Day of the Tentacle is you play 3 sort of slacker nerds that have returned to this mansion that you were in Maniac Mansion, and in the first game, there's a scientist and his family that have created sentient tentacles. It's not pornographic, as you may go to anytime I mention tentacle type things. They're funny little tentacles that hop around on their bottoms, and it's fun. And yeah, you get sent to various parts of time, so you use time travel and putting things in one place so that it's different in the future a lot to solve puzzles, and you transfer items between each other. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, go pick it up.
No fun in the chat, saying no love for Sam and Max. I am apologizing to you now. Sam and Max hit the road. Incredible game. Still holds up.
Absolutely.
Very,
I
very
love
good.
that game. Yeah.
Yes.
Sam and Max was my favorite one when I was a kid. So, yeah.
That stands to reason. It's so cartoony. It seems really up your alley.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Yeah. But I liked Monkey Island and stuff as well.
See, like Monkey Island for me was great because I loved like the wordplay. Right, because I'm more literary and more witty.
You're a word guy.
And you like stupid cartoons.
I do. I love stupid cartoons. I am perpetually 12 years old. It's really problematic, but yeah. Okay, so that's really all we've played. Why don't we talk very briefly about just like the 1 or 2 things that's coming out in the next 2 weeks. All right, so there is very little that is coming out in the next 2 weeks because Christmas is real close and all the stuff should already be out. But one of the things I wanted to touch on, because I just found out about it, and I'm kind of excited. The game, let's see, what is the actual word? Wattam comes out for the PS4 and PC on December 17th. And that game is the next game made by the creator of Katamari Damacy, which is a series that I super love. And this one is not a just roll up a ball and get a bunch of stuff. It's a puzzle game. But the characters very much feel Katamari Damacy-esque, and like there's a cloud and there's a cube, and they're very whimsical characters done in kind of that style. And you're just going through talking to people living in this world and solving puzzles. And if you liked Katamari Damacy, it very well may be worth picking up. So yeah, he did make another game that I never played that's kind of like 3D Snake.
So you're thinking of Nobi Nobi Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that?
I did not. So I think you're getting some people confused.
Okay.
So the guy, so I'm looking, because I had never heard of Wattam, so I'm looking it up. And the guy who worked on Wattam is Keita Takahashi, who was like the leader of the development team.
Okay.
For Katamari. But Nobi Nobi Boy is done by the artist.
Okay.
Who like came up with sort of the Katamari idea, whose name is I can't remember.
That's fine. Either way, someone from that team is responsible for it.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be fun. Yeah. Also, a game that is coming out, it's actually already out on PC, but coming out on that same day for the PS4 and Xbox One is a game called Demons with Shotguns. And I just wanted to bring that up because of that name.
I play that. That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
It? Yeah, so it's like same screen kind of shoot 'em up platformer. It's a multiplayer game. And you get like challenges and weapons, and you basically try to shoot the hell out of each other. And you're demons with shotguns. So sounds pretty badass.
I'm wrong. Takahashi worked on Nobi Nobi Boy.
I'll take it. Ha! All right.
I'm so glad we're recording this. It's so rare for Matt to say that he's wrong about
right?
I mean, listen, anyone could have looked up on Wikipedia and proved me wrong. I had to do it to myself first.
And you know, it's quite an adult thing to do, to be able to admit that you're wrong.
You're so rarely wrong anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we get into the things that we played? So, like I said, this week is all about puzzle games. And Nikki, you will be starting us out.
That's cool.
It's you.
So I played Human Fall Flat.
Oh, wow.
Came out for a whole bunch of platforms. I played the PC version.
All right, cool. So, what's the premise of Human Fall Flat?
You are a gelatin skeleton of a person, and
Cool.
What a good insult. Holy cow.
You have to like make your way through various courses. Yeah.
So it's one of those games where like the controls are bad on purpose.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Good to know. All right, well, let's get on into it.
You're falling.
You are definitely falling. You're not flat yet. It kind of looks like Gang Beasts.
Yeah, I think it's got a lot of the same sort of modeling
Yeah.
ideas going on. Oh, you fell flat at the end.
Yeah, okay.
I beat the game.
Succeeded.
Yay!
You can customize
Another
your
game.
character. I chose Ninja Princess because
Yeah.
Solid.
Obviously.
And so you can see what I'm talking about with like the gelatin skeleton physics, I guess. Also like maybe like a drunk baby. But that seems like a problematic thing to say. So we're gonna go with gelatin skeleton.
Sure.
And so like this first part, I guess, is to try to sort of teach you about the movement mechanics of the game.
Okay.
I'm using a mouse and a keyboard.
It's very quiet.
Is it very quiet? I've
It works, yeah.
Every episode, I don't play with music on.
That's fine. It did record. It's just a little quiet.
It seems to have a nice ambient soundtrack. I like it.
You seem to have figured it out. enough.
Well, give it some time, I guess. Like, trying to figure out how to, like, press the lower button took me a second.
How do you do it? What are you actually pressing?
Buttons.
Okay. All right. I guess I asked for that one, huh?
So what controls the arm? Is that like the mouse or
I'm
the
using
keyboard?
my right and left click button on my mouse.
The Nikki controls the arm, Cody.
Oh, I'm a fool. I'm sorry.
The buttons, I guess, open the door. I'm sorry. I was trying to make you seem like an ass for asking that question.
Fair enough.
Jeez. Always assuming the worst of me. So now we're getting into the puzzles. And I'm just sort of exploring, like, what can I do? I can't lift up this bench because I'm weak. So much for being a ninja, I guess. And then I try to see if I can maybe, like, climb up this train.
This train veered strongly off course.
It really did. Is that the Hogwarts train? I hope not. Otherwise,
Harry ain't going to school this year,
yeah,
kids.
the wizarding class is going to be very low this year.
Yay! We don't have to participate in the war. School's cancelled.
And so I spent like way too much time trying to like climb up the train, and like it's probably for the best that I can, because I would skip a lot if I were to get up there, and you probably could. I'm sure like a speedrunner with a lot of time into this game probably could do it, but
Yeah.
I'm too weak to pick up the bench, but I can hurl that garbage bin like nobody.
Apparently.
Rumplefunz
He just
calls
burst
it
through the door.
Harry Potter and the conductor that had too many.
Superb. Would read. Man, I would be so afraid of just falling off, like by walking backwards.
Yeah, I get that. That's a valid fear. That's why I jump at the end, because I'm like, I gotta stop the momentum somehow.
Yeah. You got this, though. You're killing this.
Yeah, for now.
You're the best human fall flat player I've ever seen.
Gosh, that means so much to me. Thank you.
I've never seen any human fall flat players.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Nikki knows what's up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I tried to. Did I submit this run for GDQ? It was for this GDQ, but I'm gonna try to take it to the couch for SGDQ. I'm not.
Wait,
So
can you climb up?
And it took me a second to figure it out. You have to like tilt yourself up so you can grab on top of the platform and then like lift the camera up. I just gave up for a second. I like that it gets all blurry, as though like maybe she had too many. And,
Yeah.
like, you're literally wasted.
Really selling you on the drunk baby element.
Yeah. Like.
So I guess you can't jump.
You can jump, but it's a very small jump. So I have to like tilt my camera up so I can touch the top of the platform with both hands. And then like I have to tilt the camera up again, or down, I guess, to lift myself up. There might be a way to do that.
You kind of look like if those wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men gained sentience and realized they could just pull its feet out of the ground.
So we're coming up on like my first cut, because I played about 30 minutes, and it took me an embarrassingly long time to figure this puzzle out, mostly because I was like, you can't jump very far, even though you could probably, yeah, you can pull the train all the way to the wall, but man.
Yeah, I imagine you push it to the wall and then walk on to the train, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But like, if you pull the train all the way to the wall, you can't jump onto the next platform.
Oh, well, there you go.
What can you do?
So you need to be like halfway?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you can jump a little further than I thought.
See, admittedly, my first thing was, okay, let's stack benches.
That was my thought too. But again, you're too weak to pick up benches.
You can, however, move trains.
You can move trains. And so here I'm like, maybe I can climb up the train and just say fuck it to the puzzle.
Solid, yeah.
That sweet Breath of the Wild strat.
Exactly.
Yes. You need more spirit orbs.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Huh?
jump.
Oh, ninja. Yes.
Yeah.
You did it.
And like I could, yeah, there was enough room. I do something else though, thinking that maybe I didn't have enough room.
What?
And,
Stretches.
I make the train move with my feet.
Whoa.
Oh, that's actually way cooler.
So
Now what do I do? Oh,
now
that.
I
Okay,
have to
got it.
press the
Shoo.
button. The
Whew.
hardest mechanic.
Oh, man. Oh, hey. Oh, shit. What do you do? Oh, yes. Oh, God.
Now I
Man,
have to and I'm gonna cut here again because like I kept trying to jump onto this one train and I kept missing or falling off of it, and it was really embarrassing and bad and dumb. And
Oh man,
I
if you
would've-
fall, do you go back to the first level or first part of the level? Because that would make me mad.
yeah, I think you do. That sucks. This is an ocean nightmare. You're right.
I honestly would have expected, like, you to have, I don't know, to get yourself up each step of the stairs, too. But it kind of seems like it auto gets you up the stairs.
I would hate
you go
that.
around. Oh, no, I know. Yeah, absolutely. But look at this game. Look at what it's
Yeah,
about.
no, you're not wrong. God, like drunk baby is really appropriate.
Drunk baby is not appropriate. We know this.
I mean, as far as like labeling what this is, I'm not saying
Right.
drunk babies are appropriate. They are not. That is child abuse. But like, look at it.
I mean, that's
Yeah, I know, for sure.
That's an apt description.
Yay, I made it. Yay, I love beer. Oh no, I fall down, mommy. I love beer. I love vodka. Oh.
At the end of every level, the drunk baby just falls to his fucking doom.
What's the name of the game, Cody?
Dude.
Yeah, your human has to fall flat. That's how you win.
Exactly. Oh shit, companion cube time.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, box hard.
Just get on the fucking platform. Thank you. So I skipped this because there's this area. I skipped the next area because there's two elements that are kind of the same as far as the puzzle is concerned. You have to come with like an elevator, and I went with like the harder one.
Okay.
To show you guys, I mean. As soon as I figure out how to get on this platform so I can push this fucking box off the wall.
Oh, I bet you can hop around the side there.
Yeah, you probably could.
I want to watch a speedrun of this now. That sounds great.
Honestly, a speedrun is probably incredible.
Okay, so
did I not cut this? Maybe I did. No, I did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay. All right. So we got trains, we got a box, we got an elevator.
Yeah. And immediately I fuck up the puzzle because I think you can see what I need to do. Oh my god, please. Please. No.
Baby.
Yeah, baby. Why don't you have, like, motor skills?
Drunk baby ninja princess, what are you doing?
Well.
Okay. All right. Box delivered.
Yeah.
350 points.
Don't wait on those points, friend.
Okay, well, box undelivered. You just kind of belly bump it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you actually die in this game?
You know, that's a great question, and one that we're going to find the answer to very soon.
Superb. Because I was thinking, like, what if you just stood underneath that elevator? Is that the game? Is that it?
That would be fun, huh?
Is that it for our baby? Does our baby become flat baby?
then you would become the human that becomes flat, which I think you win the game at that point.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, here we go. Box. Okay.
Can you
All right.
cooperate, baby, and the box, please?
Baby in the box.
Jesus.
Well, oh my God.
Oh
Yes,
no.
no.
Aw.
Ninja Warrior.
So
All right.
I tried to jump onto the platform and
Oh,
Well, my dream.
flat. You did it. You're stuck.
you kind of.
Oh,
I just slammed that jump button over and over and
Sure.
over.
man, you can wiggle your way out of this one.
Whoa, baby Ninja Warrior. Was your so okay? So, all right. Well, you lived.
I lived, so you don't die.
Oh,
To answer your
great.
earlier question.
Immortal baby Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
That's why I drink. I've seen everyone I love die, and I haven't aged beyond toddler. I've been alive for thousands of years.
I like this new story to our game.
Yeah, I don't know. This is Human Fall
The
Flat
Human
story
Fall
mode.
Flat lore is really rich.
Yeah.
Right?
This is probably not the easiest. What?
Yeah, so if you start to like mess it up, it'll send you like information on what you should be doing. And like obviously like me using my feet to move the train is not the intended strategy there. I'm supposed to get back down and
But it's cool as hell.
No,
Yeah.
that's way more fun.
No, I agree, and that's why I did it. But I developed a fear of the elevator, guys. It crushed me.
I get it.
ago.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, come on.
I know, right? I said that when I was playing. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Ugh.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Now
God.
you gotta go fuck with this elevator again.
Yeah.
Please stay alive.
I try. I'm gonna try.
Drunk Immortal Ninja Baby Warrior Princess, I'm rooting for you.
We're all rooting for you, drunk immortal ninja baby princess.
And right through the door. Excellent.
I did it.
Yay.
Yay. I probably won't play that game too much though, because
Sure.
it makes you a little motion sick.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. The flailing, however, is adorable. And you figured it
Yeah.
out. I love that sweet moving the train with your feet strat. That was
Yeah,
pretty
that was
good.
my favorite thing to do, I think.
Yeah. Right
Is there a
on.
VR mode for that one?
Oh,
That
God.
sounds
I
like
think
it
there
would.
is.
Oh, you'd throw up
Yeah.
Oh,
immediately.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
100%.
Sure you would throw up.
Rumplefugs
How many
wants
Leisure Suit Larrys would you give this? All of them?
All of them. They can have it. Hey, Matt, what'd you play?
All right, I cheated.
You cheated.
Yeah, so this is a game where we give a show where we give games a second chance to make a first impression.
Yeah, yeah.
I am giving you a game that I've played a lot.
Oh, well, all right. Well,
Yeah.
Mario Maker?
yeah, right.
No, it's a puzzle game.
Okay.
Duh. But
There's puzzles
I
in
wanted
Mario Maker.
to get a game and make a first impression on you
Oh.
because it's a game that I love, and I don't know a lot of people who love it.
Okay.
It's a very old puzzle game. It's been around for a while. There are lots of different companies that make this type of game.
Sure.
And I played a Picross game.
Oh, this is a series you talk of on the show quite
Yeah.
I
frequently.
do. I love Picross. I love it a lot. So Picross goes back as far as early computers in the 80s. Japan loves Picross. You can find one of the top selling Game Boy games was Mario's Picross because Nintendo made one. They did that on the Game Boy and on the Super Nintendo, or just on the Super Famicom. Sorry.
Sure.
There are lots and lots of various Picrosses with, licenses attached. You can find, I think, Pokemon Picross on the Nintendo 64. A game I played through recently and talked about on the show was a Konami anniversary Picross game that's free on iPhone and Android.
Yeah.
And so I guess just let me sort of explain what Picross is before we get into it.
Sure.
It's basically a I would compare it to Sudoku a little bit. You have a grid,
Okay.
and there are numbers on the left side of the grid and the top of the grid. And using those numbers, you have to figure out which boxes you fill in and which boxes you leave blank. And at the end, it's supposed to make a beautiful picture.
Okay.
The end. You kind of do this using process of elimination, a little bit of math in some cases, but mostly just figuring out, okay, here's where something can't possibly go. Here's where something must go 100%. And then every now and again, you make a leap of faith.
Okay.
And I find it to be incredibly relaxing. I find it to be, I don't know, I feel like I've gotten kind of good at it. In fact, I'm going to show you a cut down version of 30 minutes of gameplay that I did tonight of Picross S3.
Okay.
This is a series that's been on the Nintendo Switch since launch. They've done 3 different iterations, and with each iteration, they've added a new mode. I think it's the best Picross game on modern consoles. Some people might try and sell you on Pick-a-Picks. It's garbage. I have strong Picross opinions. So I wanted to show you the latest game. This came out, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago, Picross S3.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I hope this is good for the show. It's a lot of boxes and numbers. So Picross S3 is got a lot of great music. I want to point that out first. You can see I've done a couple puzzles here. And when you complete one of the puzzles, you get a picture. So here, I'm going to show you the very first easy puzzle. All right. You get a hint roulette. And it's going to fill in 2 lions for you.
All
right.
Okay.
And you don't have to have the hint roulette. I'll do a puzzle later with that one. So I see this line here. It's got a bold 5. That means all 5 of those have to be filled in, right?
Okay.
And same here. All these have to be filled in. Now this is a 3. That means it's 3 in a row. Got it. This means it's 4 in a row. Well, that fills in the rest. Got it. There's a 1 and then a 2. That means there's 1 space and then something between that and then 2. I filled it in. I got it. And that's how you play Picross. That's it. And then
Okay.
it's this very bad picture of an apple.
It is kind of like easier Sudoku.
Yeah. All right. So this one I'll do without the hint roulette. So just sort of process elimination. We got here's 5 blocks. There's 4 in a row on it, so it's got to be those 3, and the other 2 are iffy.
Look
And so you can use
22 in that row.
that. No,
That means
No.
2 and 2. Okay, gotcha.
it doesn't mean yeah. So you can use the X's to mark out spaces where you know things can't possibly be. You also have another marker that I never use, which is where you think things might be.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a whole lot of different options available for you. And this is a bud, I guess.
Chat says this is Picture Minesweeper.
A little bit, in some ways, yeah. So we're gonna do this puzzle here. It's a little harder, but I haven't done this one before. So I wanted to show you me doing one without prior knowledge of the puzzle.
Okay.
It's best when you get the hint roulette on the outside, because it's a lot easier to work from the edge of the puzzle inwards.
Yeah.
But you can't really, you can sort of control where it stops, but it's kind of difficult. So I'm just sort of, again, using process of elimination. All right, so we got a 3 and then a 6. Well, actually, since there's only 10 spaces, it has to fill in everything, just in order.
So this is a okay.
It's a logic puzzle with
gotcha.
numbers. Yeah, and so you can see like that 2 and the 2 and the third column. It's been sort of turned light blue, which means there's nothing else that goes there. I could put all X's there to gray it out, which would make it so that I know not to put anything else in that row. I don't do that apparently because I'm an idiot. And numbers will turn black when essentially the game tells you, hey, you're not going to figure anything out by looking at this line, man. Go look somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The game doesn't hold your hand, but it gives you enough hints to work with. Eventually, like here, we're looking at a 10 by 10 puzzle. You get to like 20 by 20 and larger.
Dang.
And yeah, so here we are. We're making. Now, can you tell what this picture is?
Fire?
Yeah.
Have you noticed how high quality the picture art is?
Yeah, it's very good.
It's maybe my favorite part is how bad the pictures are.
What is this?
Well, you're gonna find out as I finish the
you're
puzzle
almost
here.
done. Okay.
Oh, I messed up. It's not that one. It's just this one.
Okay.
Here we go. That's right. It's coral.
I like
What the
fire better.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so we're gonna skip ahead.
It's also a great choice.
We're gonna go and do the next to last puzzle of the game.
Okay.
It's a 20 by 15.
So you can do them in any order that you want.
Yeah, you don't have to unlock anything.
Okay.
Everything is just available to you.
Okay.
So again, if it's blue, that means, hey, look here. There's something you could potentially figure out if you look hard enough. And black means, no, you need a little more information. And so I'm basically at this point, okay, at the bottom I've got 17 and 1. There's 20. And so I just sort of got to count. So let's speed this up. This one might take a while.
Okay.
All right. So as you can see, it takes a lot of work. This is not an easy puzzle. But, you know, if you put your mind to it, if you think for a little while, then I think that anyone can get a good Picross going. And it's fun when you can actually, you know, especially when you get the licensed versions, you can sort of start to say, oh, hey, this looks like Mario's face or a Triforce or something. And it's really fun when you know, can see something you recognize. So I'm getting through the puzzle here pretty quickly. For a 20 by 15, I'm only around the 5-minute mark. Can you start to tell what this is?
Fuck no.
No? Are you sure? Nikki, you got a guess?
Shatterhand.
Shatterhand. Okay, Cody, give me your guess.
It's a Wizrobe giving an okay sign with his hand.
Oh, it's a racist Wizrobe. Got it.
Yeah.
Nope. It's Railroad Crossing.
What the hell?
Now look at the small version. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Small version makes sense.
Yeah.
All blown up, not so much.
All right, so now we're gonna look at another mode, which is Mega Picross. Mega Picross is a harder spin on regular Picross. And you'll see now we have numbers that are large and in boxes.
Yeah.
And what those mean is they're going to carry across 2 rows or columns with that number. So you'll see like the 2 I just filled in on the far left side. Yeah, so that's the 2 that carries across. It gets trickier though when you have larger numbers, like a 3 is going to have to turn the corner somewhere, or a 6 or 7 or 13 or 25 gets pretty maddening. So this is just another spin on the same type of puzzle. But again, you got this calm music.
Is there any kind of tutorial mode if you
yes.
Okay.
There are lots of tutorials. You can open the tutorials at any time during gameplay. You also have some lifelines. I don't use it in this, but you can press start at any time to check for mistakes, because just like with Sudoku, there's a possibility of if you make a mistake, it can ruin everything.
Yeah.
And so I don't make any major mistakes in this video, spoiler. But you can. I certainly have before, and it's ruined puzzles, and so it's nice to have that available as sort of a backup. You can also make it harder by turning off the assist at the beginning, or even turning off the blue and black colors to make it so that there's no hints. Mecha Picross is not a thing because it's all on robots, because the Switch is robot. All right, what are we looking at? What's the picture?
Lonely Park.
Okay, Cody.
Bag of money.
Nope. It's Parakeet.
Man, I was gonna say Lonely Zoo, and that would have been pretty close.
All right, now we're gonna take a look at a new mode introduced for this game, which is Color Picross. Color Picross is almost, it's got a lot of the same facets, but first of all, the finished pictures are animated GIFs, which is hilarious because the last puzzle I did was Skeleton Warrior.
Gelatin.
And also, yeah, the rules are a little different. So you now use the Y button on your Switch controller to change which color you are painting with. So So I will say the cool thing about this mode, other than the fact that it tickles some different parts of your brain, it's a lot easier to see what the picture's going to be.
There you go. Yeah.
And so you can actually use that to help you figure out what the puzzle is going to be and where the right boxes might go.
So I have seen examples of the pictures in this game, and I don't know how much that's going to help you.
No, you'll be able to figure this one out, I promise.
Okay, all right.
And the next one too. So with this, the gist is anything that has a blue arrow in front of that line, that's something you should be able to figure out if you look hard enough, right?
Okay.
And here, instead of just having, blocks and then the spaces between the blocks, here you've got, like, for instance, let's look at that first column going down to the far left, right? That means you've got a yellow, 2 whites together, and then 2, I guess, olives together, right? And so you've got to, they can be touching, they can have spaces between them. It's not going to tell you. So you've got to figure out things as you go to sort of figure out where your colors are placed. It's a little harder to get the hang of than regular Picross, but once you get the hang of it, I think it's really fun.
Okay.
So I decided to speed through this puzzle because it is a little more difficult than regular Picross. But I wanted you to be able to see, hey, can you tell what this picture is going to be?
Chicken.
Right, Nikki?
I was going to say like Ronald McDonald, but I think I'm going to go with Beryl's guess of chicken.
Ah, dang.
Well, I didn't realize that I didn't cheat. I said chicken without knowing Beryl had said it.
You're both wrong. It's hen.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
right off.
I was
And now
also
look
going to say Santa
And I was going to look at you and scream.
first. Wow. I like
Yeah,
that they're animated. That's fun.
So I already did the hardest puzzle, which is a
Oh,
dragon. So I
dang.
decided to do the next hardest puzzle, which is a 20 by 20 grid.
Okay.
So this one takes me. Remember how I said my video was 30 minutes?
Uh-huh.
Note how we've got about 10 minutes of video so far. And I have cut out a little already. This takes about 20 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, holy shit.
It's really hard.
Okay.
So you're going to kind of see me sort of get my start here, but we'll cut ahead and speed up at times. Do you have a guess of what the picture is?
Already?
Yeah, give me a guess. Cody and Nikki, I want your guess right now.
Tree.
Okay.
Oh, horse. Horse
yeah,
and
I was
jockey.
going to say horse racing.
Horse racing. And you say horse and jockey. Okay.
It is the same.
All right. It is not the same thing because a chicken is not a hen, Cody.
Kind of is.
It's no, Cody. A chicken's not a hen, Cody.
Okay.
All right, so let's see if you guys are right. I've only got 2 boxes left to fill in, and I gotta sort of just guess. Well, I fucked up. All right, it's the opposite. All right, the answer is horse racing.
Ah, Nikki, right on the nose.
So that's Picross. I don't know if I sold anybody on that game, but
Looks fun. Looks hard.
It looks really cool.
it is they're fairly cheap on the eShop. They're normally around $10. And but there's, like I said, free ones you can get on your phone, or you can go play old ROMs of various old fun ones that have been released as far back as the Game Boy. And it's just I find it very relaxing and it's like a stress reliever.
That's nice.
For me. So yeah, it's just a nice puzzle to do and sort of chill out, and I like to do them before bed. So pick up Picross S3 on the Switch, and hopefully they'll release an S4 with some sort of new mode that'll be bullshit.
Cool. Ringing endorsement. Yeah, no, it looks fun. I may have to pick that up.
Yeah.
So I played a game. I played a demo, actually, of a game called Tiny Brains for the PC. And in this game, you play the like rodents that some scientist is using for experimentation, and each rodent has a different power, and you use it to solve puzzles. And I don't think you can actually get the demo anymore. I got the demo a long time ago. And I can't re-find it on the store. So you may have to actually just go get the actual game if you think it looks like fun. Was it fun? Let's just start playing the game and find out.
All right.
Oh wow, Cody, that's worrying, but okay.
Let's look.
So this is on Steam, right?
Yes.
You can normally, I feel, access things you've downloaded before. Like
yeah,
you have a
like I can
history?
re-download mine, but I don't know if like any new people.
Oh, got it,
can
got
go
it,
get
got it.
Calibrating
Calibrating Minsk first.
Yeah, so you use puzzles dedicated to each different one first, and then you start combining them. So
Okay.
here I use the guy that can create platforms, the little blue, I think it's gerbil here, and basically you're just trying.
Yes, it's blue, so it must be gerbil.
Yes, of course, yeah. And I don't know why that little thing just pops up a lot. That little very scared hamster looking thing. So yeah, so you basically are just using their powers to get blocks into holes that are shaped like block.
Can I just say that already, from the aesthetic and the voice acting and the vibe, this is a Cody Coleman-ass game I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so that guy teleports, that little rat, and he can also trade places with blocks.
I'm assuming these names are credits.
Yes, yeah, these are the opening credits.
Stu the rabbit with the ADD?
Yeah, yeah, he pulls things to him.
Oh, no, I thought it was telling you to stew the rabbit with the ADD.
Oh no!
I was like, wow, that's messed up.
no, that's the character's name. A Cody Coleman-ass game, raved Cartridge blowers. Yes, Mel.
Yes, 5 stars. Five Leisure Suit Larrys out of 5.
Yes. So we have the bat that can push things. And I fell off the edge and died.
That's fine, you pushed it.
Yeah, I came back.
So can you switch characters at any time, or
You can, yes.
this is just Lost Vikings?
Well, yeah, but you can't get nearly as far away from each other as you can in Lost Vikings.
Okay.
So I fell.
Is everything just like one room?
Yeah, everything is one room.
Okay.
Just as far as the demo is concerned.
Okay.
This one didn't really seem to need any of my powers.
What
I
a
just sort
difficult
of-
puzzle.
I just jumped on some bricks or
Dang.
buttons and walked through. It was real easy.
I made you powerful, but did I make you clever?
There we go.
Wait, what just happened?
When the
Switch places
teleporter-
with the object?
Yeah. Teleporting guy can switch places.
Interesting. Why did that open the cage, though?
Well, there's no reason for it. It just did.
Okay, well, I guess that's what makes a good puzzle game.
Yeah, sure. There we go. I pushed that out. Got some stairs. I obviously.
And
need
now you
bring
want to
that
be
up
the,
with me with the
the
rabbit.
bat and push it across?
Yeah. So just got to get it here. And they each can have can charge and do a little bit more powerful of a thing. There we go. Done.
I do
Congratulations,
not
me.
I do not like that.
Scared hamster.
Yeah, I do not like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yes.
They really wanted to make that a thing.
Just hallucination. Yeah. A caffeination. It makes perfect sense.
I too question where these doctors got their education, Rumplefugs. So, sped up here a little bit. There was a nice tape arrow to let me know exactly where I needed to line it up. So that was very polite of it.
This moment of relaxation is brought
Oh,
to you
nice.
by
Yeah. So it's just
extermination.
10 seconds of nothing happening.
Got it.
Just meant to relax.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then they fuck it up. With
That's less
spikes.
nice.
Yeah, this is a little bit ruder.
Spice things up.
A little bit more rude.
Are you supposed to do something?
Hey, come back here.
So, I'm trying to figure out exactly what it wants me to do. And I've determined it just wants me to escape.
Well, yeah, go up, right?
Yeah, so I use the platform guy. and I'm just not getting close
Well, through the
enough.
force field, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think right now I was just. Well, there we go. I cut ahead, but yes. There we go.
Why did they
Alright.
build this?
For science.
We're
That's
not
not-
doing science here.
Is this
Yeah.
not what you had to do in your science classes in elementary school?
No.
No.
Oh.
Navigate wall.
All right. I had a different experience than you guys. I'm sorry.
No.
So,
Russian.
yeah, here we go.
Hypothesis 216. Combined
Okay.
powers is beyond their comprehension.
So now I really got to use multiple powers in every one,
Okay.
which I've kind of already been doing, but yeah.
Can you switch like to a certain one from an like? Does it just go in order, or can you like?
Yeah, you have to go in order. You can't switch directly to,
Okay.
like, you just press the button to cycle through them. So there we go.
Surprise for you.
I
Are there
was playing-
puzzles? Yeah.
sorry?
Sorry. Go on.
I was playing with a controller. It's possible if I was playing with mouse and keyboard, it would have been different.
I think it would be harder.
Yeah, well, I imagine it would be, but it's possible I could have gone directly to one of them with, like, the number keys or something.
Sure.
So here, I actually have to fight things.
Protecting her.
And
I have the
it didn't really teach me how to do that, so I've just determined I'm supposed to kill it with pushing blocks of ice into these evil chickens. I'm sorry, hens.
So, are there puzzles at any point that require you to die to reset your position?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. 'Cause
I,
that seems like something you could abuse really easy.
to reset your position? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far, well, at least in the demo, there was nothing like that. I'm trying to find out more entertaining ways to kill these evil chickens, but it's just not happening. Apparently,
Why
I
are there
cannot-
evil chickens?
I don't know. So, I guess the scientist just is a right asshole.
It's at 52.4%.
There we go. So far, so good.
Huh.
So now there's boss chicken.
I will say I am not super jazzed about how this became like a beat 'em up.
Yeah, this is the only portion that I experienced that was a beat 'em up, but it's not. It feels a little tacked on,
Sure.
especially since you can only actually injure things with certain characters. Obviously, what they really want me to do is to fucking push these guys into the saw blades, which I just did.
Dead
Yeah.
chicken nuggets.
There we go. All right,
That went well.
it did. Getting just really beat up, and
But you can't actually die.
I just respawn, yeah. But if the little chicken dies, the little pink chicken, then we have a problem.
Oh. So if the chicken dies, you're gonna have to start all the way over on this section?
Well, let's find out.
Oh my god. Please no.
The answer.
Okay, just on the
The
third
answer
one.
is no. Yeah, we just have to do the big guys.
Still.
It does kind of take a while, yeah. But I killed that guy right away, so
Yeah, nice. Good
that was
strat.
nice. Yeah. Now that I figured out the quicker way to kill these things,
Well, uh-oh.
but he fucked that up.
Take that, Pinky Tuscadero. Got him.
He pushed Pinky into the fucking buzzsaw, but luckily she just respawned.
With half her health gone.
Yeah. But luckily it wasn't like an instant death like it is for the bad guys. Getting there? But man,
believe in you.
She's real hurt.
Oof. Well,
Well, damn it.
that's all she wrote. Nope. It is not all she wrote.
Yeah, coming back.
Oh,
at the
she
end.
wrote more.
She
Wait.
wrote more, but unfortunately, there we go. I had
Oh.
to wait for that ice to melt.
Hey, do not move.
I saved her. And there we go. It's a happy ending for the little pink
Yay!
lady. Yeah, look at that.
Come back! I told you, never
The
follow
scientist is
strangers.
mad. Oh, she jumped out of the window. So
Okay.
it gets a little more grim after all. Yeah, it was all right. I'm glad that it was free because it was a demo. But yeah, it goes on sale kind of frequently. So yeah. But that's really all we have for this week. And I think I had the worst game, man. Human Fall Flat looked pretty good, and Picross looked fun too.
You could have just said that Picross was the worst game of the show to hurt my feelings really bad if you wanted
I
to.
wouldn't do that to you, man.
I would do it to you. Why
I know.
wouldn't you?
I'm a better person.
Oh, that's not true. But okay, so
All right, Matt. But before we go ahead and call the show over for the week, what are we doing next time?
this is one of those great episodes where I don't have to generate a theme. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Because it's that time of year, folks. You hear that ring ting tingling too?
I do.
That's the only lyric I know from that song. So it's the holidays, and our custom here on the holidays is Secret Santa Week, where Nikki, Cody, and I buy each other a game. Secret Santa with 3 people is always very stupid. It just doesn't make any sense, and yet we still do it anyway.
Yeah. It's
And also-
real
and
easy to figure
also-
it out.
And also, we did it like the day after or 2 days after the Steam sale is over. So I don't know what we're doing with our lives.
Yeah, but that's all right.
We usually go to like the bottom of the Steam.
Oh
barrel
yeah,
anyway.
we're looking at like $1 to $5 is normally
Right.
like the max.
Which always
so.
turns out so very well.
What are some games we
Hey,
played?
Some great games.
We
Like,
actually
Matt
have.
got me that really cute dog game a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It was like an endless runner.
It
Yeah.
was.
Last year, Nikki
Um,
got me Refunked, which was actually a lot of fun.
I don't remember anything anyone's gotten me.
Well, that.
Thanks,
all right,
guys.
You're welcome.
I put a lot of thought into the games I've tried to
Yeah,
find.
No.
She really does. She puts
You
a
do.
lot of.
I
effort
remember
into
the
it.
dog. I remember it's like Pug something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pug
I
something.
guess I don't have Steam open anymore. But...
I don't either. But yeah, so tune in 2 weeks or so. And we will have our holiday spectacular for you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get this one out a little bit early so that it's in time for actual Christmas. So it'll be probably released on Christmas Day as opposed to normally Fridays. So that's what you have to look forward to in approximately 2 weeks. But until then, I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright
Hi.
and Matt Crua. Oh God! Until next time, don't die. But Matt, they should do something. What is it?
Keep on blowing.
Ugh.
Bye, everybody.
The grunts are exactly what I wanted.